Okay, we'll do this again. My bad. Bill Donahue has a great channel that I believe he's passed away now, but he did a lot of videos back in the 1990s and the early 2000s, covering an enormous amount of text, hypertext protocols, HTTP, a record-keeping exercise of pouring through information that's been recorded and is accessible with his memory function and his consciousness function to peruse through a mountain of data, bits and bytes of visual information, right? Holographic visual information that related to everything from the Quran to the Bible, all the different versions of the Bible, and of course, Krishna stuff, right? Buddha. And tried to lump it all into one sort of synthesis, if you will, on how all this historical information is related to current events, current electrical and light events, electrolyte orchestra, right? So I catch myself sometimes because the video that I just pulled up, or actually was put in my face, talked about the mess. How did we get into this mess? So he for many years, he ran this church called a Christian church in Fork River. And so he was basically hammering against religion. Now we're back to the API interface, right? Application program interface. So I mentioned one time on my Facebook page, the Bible is an application program interface. You're running the codes that represent that information as a program. The Bible is a program. That's a program interface. Okay, now you're experiencing what the text is represented by the information that you now experience in mathematical codes. That's something that's already happened. So when I see this video, okay, and because he focused on so much of the nerve centers, the 7 nerve centers, the chakras, the rainbow, the nose, the eyeballs, the bicamera eyeballs, how you're processing holographic information codes, right, using a math function, which is a quad function. Now we're back to 4, and a tetrahedron, right, and the center point of a cross, the center point of a sphere, the center point of a circle of light, center point of a star, right, the center point of from which it all began with fire ignites the light, you know, sound and light. And so he focused a lot of his attention on, and bless his heart, the pineal gland. Okay, so I know the importance of the pineal gland, but he spent so much of his time and energy about it's all in the brain, right? So I put a little reminder up there and I said, Bill, listen, you're not going to find your soul in your brain, okay? Because I can tell you at 4 years of age, the first thing I realized when I'm translating the codes, which are symbols, which are character maps on an API program interface, is your heart shield. Those are your soul links. Okay? You want to protect your soul's energy, which is your soul matrix, which is your soul and your oversoul. Okay? Your soul that is experiencing what love is. So if you're experiencing what love is, now we're back to the heart chakra. Now we're back to the purity of that heart, which is the purity and the speed of that vortex. Your drive motor, right? And I know that because I've had to repair this many times from the attacks on the magnetic circuits using brainwave technology, psychotronic weapons, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So what I found was he was putting more energy, in other words, the focus of a camera, the camera eye. He was putting a mountain of his energy into the skull cap, right? And I acknowledge, having set myself on fire, going cosmic, the diffusion of all that energy through the going vertical, right? From the center point of the cross, which is the horizontal and the vertical, the longitude and the latitudes, the degrees, right? Degrees in minutes, time, space, vectors, and much less time on the heart shield, protecting the soul, protecting your soul matrix. protecting the relationship that we have with God consciousness, eternity, eternal creation spheres, right? So I put a short little response up there. And then after I got done doing that, and I thought, you realize that's probably a waste of time because this guy's gone. Not really, okay? But he's probably never going to see that comment. He's not doing this stuff anymore. And not only that, but it doesn't matter. Even if you put that up there and somebody else saw what I put up there by saying that, does it really matter? Right? Now we're back to what I knew as a child, right? When my father would tell me the importance of the golden rule, what I do to you, I do to me, right? Does that mean does that necessarily mean because I can use my own intelligence and logic, that sounds logical, that if I rock somebody else's boat, chances are I don't know how they might react to that. So if I'm in a state of peace, chances are when somebody else is aware of what I am, which is a state of peace, I don't want to give them any reason to rock my boat. Oh, so you're in peace and harmony with your creator. Yeah, of course. I'm in love with my creator because my creator is what love is. It goes on forever, gifting electrons. So you've been wasting all your time sharing with others what you've experienced because it's about what they've experienced, their journey, what you all experienced, being what you are in energy. So that's why I've always said I simply share what it is that I've learned through what I experienced, being connected with all the others that we give love to. So I call that a demo model. And I know that teachers that are in doing psychic exercises in lesson planning or lesson objectives when it comes to learning and working with children, right? What it means to be a demo model. Lead by example. Mothers and fathers leading by example as spirit guides for their children, right? Spiritual knowledge, ancient spiritual knowledge that is imparted to our children. So now they're learning about who their parents are, spirit guides. We're guiding you. And the energy that we use to guide you with is what love is. Love is what heals us. So it's what's the purpose of your energy? Because I realized after I put there, nobody's probably going to see that. So why did you do that? You know, I could have been doing other things with my energy than what that is, right? So it's just like, just throw the phone away. It's all just a waste of energy. You're not getting anywhere. You know, now we're back to the hamster wheel chasing electrons. I know. You do got to have a sense of humor, huh? Because it's back to, you know, when you're in creation mode, then you're manifesting what you're experiencing as you're manifesting as you go along, from one experience to the next. So when you're online, you're experiencing something that already happened. So you're going backwards in time. You're experiencing something that always happened, experience something that always happened. So any videos that I watch are experiences that have already happened, which means I'm not manifesting anything new that hasn't already happened. Right? Living in the past. That's called a loop. I know. Looping. Have a great day.